Aria and Liam met when they were 5. He had just moved into the neighborhood, a shy boy with messy hair and a backpack too big for his frame. She was the loud, curious girl next door who marched up to him with a juice box in hand and declared, "You're my friend now." From that day, they were inseparable. They built blanket forts, played tag till dusk, and rode their bikes side by side. Their parents joked that they were like peanut butter and jelly, always stuck together. Aria would braid friendship bracelets for both of them, and Liam would collect pebbles shaped like hearts for her treasure box. Their friends, Nate, who was wild and hilarious, and Zoe, who always had her nose in a book, teased them endlessly. "When are you two getting married?" Zoe would giggle. "Shut up," Aria would blush, throwing a cushion. But secretly, both Aria and Liam wondered the same thing. High school was a whirlwind. Aria joined the debate club and Liam played guitar in the school band. They still walked home together, shared fries, and helped each other cram for exams. But now, there were moments. Like when Liam's hand would linger a second longer on hers. Or when Aria's heart would race seeing him laugh with another girl. Still, neither said anything. They were afraid of breaking the beautiful friendship they had built. So they smiled, joked, and pretended it was nothing. Nate, ever the blunt one, called them out one day. "You two are literally in love. Just admit it already." They laughed it off. But that night, Liam wrote in his notebook, "I think I love her. But what if she doesn't love me back?" The day of graduation arrived, bittersweet and electric. Their school field was full of students in robes and caps, families cheering, and best friends hugging. Aria wore her hair in soft curls, her eyes shimmering. Liam could barely look at her without his heart clenching. He knew, it was now or never. As the ceremony ended, and music played in the background, he pulled her aside behind the gym. "Aria. I need to say something before this day ends." She turned, startled by the seriousness in his voice. "I've loved you. Since forever. I was just too scared to lose you." She stared, wide-eyed, then slowly smiled, a smile that trembled with years of unsaid feelings. "You're such an idiot," she whispered. "I've been in love with you since middle school. I just thought you'd never feel the same." And right there, beneath the golden sun, they kissed for the first time. But then, voices interrupted them. "Oh. My. God. Finally. Their parents." Aria's mom burst into laughter. "Took you long enough." "You knew?" Liam asked, horrified. "Sweetheart, you made her a Valentine in 2nd grade and called it practice for the future," his dad said. Everyone laughed while the couple blushed harder than ever. Zoe and Nate ran up next, cheering like they'd just won a bet. "We called it in sophomore year," Nate winked. "Pay up, Zoe." They both got into the same university. Liam pursued music composition, and Aria chose political science. Though they were assigned to separate dorms, it never felt like they were apart. Mornings began with coffee runs together, and evenings ended in the campus library, her surrounded by casebooks, him scribbling melodies on scrap paper. Between classes, they found solace in each other's presence, often sharing earbuds, walking in sync like they always had. They weren't just a couple. They were home to each other. Until Renee. A striking psychology major, loud, confident, and unapologetically charming. She was the kind of girl who made an entrance and knew it. Renee and Liam were paired for a group project in an elective seminar. From the very first meeting, Aria noticed how Renee looked at him, too long, too curious. The messages started then. "You're actually really talented, Liam. Let's meet early tomorrow, just us two, to prep. Wish I had a boyfriend like you." Aria said nothing. She didn't want to be that girlfriend, clingy, jealous, insecure. But each time she saw Renee laughing a little too loudly at Liam's jokes, touching his arm, or leaning just a bit too close, it twisted something inside her. One evening, she stopped by the music hall during his band rehearsal. She brought snacks, planning to surprise him. But instead, she froze just outside the doorway. There was Renee, bent slightly over Liam's sheet music, her hand resting on the back of his chair, her laugh echoing in the otherwise empty room. Liam smiled politely, trying to shift away, but Aria saw the way Renee leaned in, whispering something, eyes locked on his lips. It felt like something inside her cracked. She turned and walked away, the untouched snack bag crinkling in her hand. That night, she knocked on Liam's dorm room door. He opened it, instantly smiling. But his smile faltered when he saw her expression. "Hey," he said, stepping aside to let her in. "Everything okay?" She hesitated. "Liam. If you like her, if you're interested in Renee, it's okay. I get it. She's bold and confident, and I know I'm not always." "Stop." His voice was gentle but firm. He stepped closer, tilting her chin up. "Aria, listen to me. I only love you. I have never felt anything for her. Not even for a second." She blinked, her throat tightening. "But she's always around you," she whispered. "And she keeps texting you in." He cut her off with a soft kiss on her forehead. "I should have told you sooner. I thought ignoring her would make it go away. But that was my mistake." The next day, Liam walked straight up to Renee during their final project review. "Hey," he said calmly. "Just so there's no confusion, I'm in a committed relationship. I'm with Aria. And I'm not interested in anything beyond this project." Renee arched a brow. "Wow. Okay. No need to make it dramatic." "I'm not being dramatic. I'm just setting a boundary," he replied, then walked away without another word. Renee never crossed the line again. Later that evening, Liam found Aria waiting for him near the quad, arms crossed, eyes a little nervous. He walked over, took her hand, and held it tightly. "I meant it," he said. "It's always been you." She smiled through watery eyes and whispered, "I know. I just needed to hear it." And just like that, the storm passed, and the sun between them shone even brighter. After college, they got jobs in the same city, Liam composing for ad campaigns, Aria working at a law firm. They moved into a tiny apartment with peeling paint and a balcony that faced a brick wall, but to them, it was perfect. Liam proposed one rainy evening on that very balcony. "Remember when you said you'd never marry a guy who eats cereal for dinner?" "I remember. Well, I still eat cereal. But I'd like to spend the rest of my life annoying you." Aria said yes through tears and laughter. Their wedding was intimate, family, friends, and a playlist Liam made from songs they loved growing up. Nate gave the funniest speech. Zoe cried the whole time. They had 2 children, a daughter named Lila and a son named Max. Their home was always filled with music, laughter, bedtime stories, and silly kitchen dance parties. One evening, Lila asked during dinner, "How did you and Dad fall in love?" Liam paused mid-chew, exchanging a knowing glance with Aria. She smiled, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "It took time," she said softly. "And a lot of courage." Lila tilted her head. "Why? Didn't you know you loved each other?" Aria chuckled. "We did. But we were best friends first. And sometimes, when someone means everything to you, saying how you feel is the scariest thing of all." Liam added with a grin, "But everyone around us knew." long before we admitted it. Max leaned forward, a noodle dangling from his mouth. Even Grandma? Especially Grandma, Aria laughed. We're still writing our love story.